The athletes had 2 workouts yesterday, and they've been seated based on their performances there. So these are the lowest placing athletes after 2 days of competition. Both events were off-site. Yesterday was a 2.4 mile run, and then clean complex. We have Brittany Morella over here in lane 3. She's in the red shorts. Julia Aguiar in lane 4, wearing all green. Middle of the floor, Sarah Firestone here in the black outfit. Cass Lane will be in 6. She's also wearing green. And rounding out the heat, Daisy Conde will be in lane 7. 5 women in this heat. 25 total in the division. And the nature of the competition definitely changes. Both events were outside yesterday, although the lifting was in a pavilion under some shade. It was still a hot day, and there were obviously single modality tests. We got 4 Metcons in the gym on this floor over the next 2 days. And as far as the competition day for the elites goes, it's fairly condensed schedule. The elite women are going on this floor, followed by the elite men. We have about a 10-minute reset of the equipment on the floor. And then the elite women will go for their second time today, and the elite men will follow up. So in about a 4-hour window, both divisions will start and end their day 2 of competition here in Maryland at Metcon Rush 2025. That rec bag weighs 100 pounds. Talking with some of the judges, they can stop after every 5-minute section, 5-foot section, as you see there, but 50 feet is one length across the gray mats. And Sarah Firestone, tallest athlete in the heat, with big strides, and is getting close to finishing up. About 2 steps to go, maybe 3. Got the heel across, and she's going to go to the ring muscle ups. 2 sets of ring muscle ups here. 15 each in those sets. And we'll see how the women choose to break it up. Firestone, middle of the floor, the only one working on those so far. Cass Lane to her right, looks like she's going to be the next one to jump up. Brittany Morella has gotten up on the rings, Daisy Conde as well, and Julia Aguilar is going to be the last one to start in on this first set of 15 muscle-ups. Big rest for Firestone there. She's probably giving away the lead during that rest, but now Lane drops down. Morella's going to take a break. Conde's still moving. She's on the pink shoes, right side of the floor, and she'll drop down. The Firestone a small set there. So interesting dynamic in this one. You know, you would assume the general athlete who's good at ring muscle-ups, maybe not as good with those 50 wall balls on either side of those. 30 ring muscle-ups, 50 wall balls, potentially a lot of opportunity, especially in these early heats, to see a little bit of back and forth. Morella on the left side in the red, Cass Lane in the green. Cass is the first athlete to get that hand up in the air. She may have done a 6.54 rep scheme there. Firestone, 5 to go, so Cass Lane leading by 1 rep. Conde comes down. Firestone and Lane, the only 2 athletes with hands up in the air at the moment. Morella with a big rest. Aguiar is going to take another break. Firestone is going to jump back up. Cass Lane's underneath the rings. Morella steps back on the her riser. Conde is going to jump up on the right. Misses the ring with the left hand. Set of 2 there for Firestone. Morella, she's got 3 reps to go. Let's see if Cass Lane can get all 4 here. Conde's up. She's got 5 to go, so only 2 female women working on the rings here. And Cass Lane will lock it out and be the first one to done. Conde, last rep for her. And so she'll move into second in the heat. Firestone, 1 rep to go as Lane immediately goes to the wall balls. So Firestone's going to be about 10 reps behind Lane if she gets started quick here. Conde is going to be in second. Morella, 1 more rep to go, left side in the red. She'll lock it out. Aguiar with 3 reps to go. Gotta say, pretty experienced judging crew out here at Metcon Rush. A lot of these judges live in the eastern or northeast coast, and there's a lot of experience on the floor here. And one set of 50 wall balls on either side of the lunge in the middle of the lunge is in the middle of the chipper. No rep there for Kathleen. She missed the target completely. Big set though to start out. Aguiar finishes up her muscle ups. Conde closest to us in the pink shoes. Firestone's got the ball going again. All 5 women chipping away at these 50 wall balls on the front side of the chipper. It is a 15-minute time cap. We're approaching 4 minutes and 30 seconds. No hands up yet. Morella, the only athlete working at this moment. Kathleen picks it back up. Conde is going to do the same. Firestone and Aguiar, and now all 5 women are working on these wall balls. And it's first of 3 heats for the women. We'll also have 3 heats for the men. 25 women, 24 men showed up. No rep for Conde. And Firestone's going to take the lead back here. She'll be the first to finish and head back to the lunge where she was very impressive. Kathleen gets 50 done. Firestone yet to get that bag up. Hand up for Morella, far side of the floor, and now Conde as well. Oh, and the women having a little bit of a hard time getting the bag up here. 100 pounds on the rec bag. Firestone moving towards you there, middle of the floor. She's going to have about a 25-foot lead before Morella gets started. She's on the left side of the screen. Big thank you to Victory Grips for supporting us this weekend with the live stream. Kathleen struggling to get that bag up onto her shoulder. Firestone's going to finish a full 50 feet, and she'll drop the bag. Lane gets the bag up, but gets called back immediately for having her toes across the line. Morella draping the bag over one shoulder, only supporting with one hand. Kathleen with about 20 feet done. Conde's going to get it moving. She's here in the pink. Firestone's going to clean it back up and start back down. She's technically halfway done with this. Well, exactly halfway done with it. And now starting in on the back half as we pass the 7-minute mark. Firestone has been the best in the heat with the lunges and the wall balls. She did give away some positioning on the ring muscle ups, but only 15 to go there. So smart sets for her will be the key. Aguiar's now moving in the other direction. Morella's getting set to start heading back towards us, but right now it's Sarah Firestone. One more step. And there she goes, finishing up her 100 feet of lunge. Now for Kathleen, she finished 50 feet, but the bag's back on the ground, and getting the bag into the bag wrap position kind of seemed like the hardest thing for her.
Kathleen now getting ready for that 50 movement. Morella's got about 5 minutes. Sarah Parker to go getting ready.
Isn't it the wall balls next? I should get the ring. Isn't it wall ball rings back to finish? Where's the scorecard? Am I wrong? I could be wrong, Amaris. You have the workout?
Go to work. Okay. Boys ain't gonna be doing a good job.
I go to work like a pretty like everybody talk damn. Yeah, I'm in the club, I'm gonna get it. Shoes on, yeah, you excuse me. I be flying in the club. Everything that I work costs $20. Fire's going in deep right here.
So not quite a down and back chipper, a little nuance there. The muscle ups are next, then they finish with the wall balls in the lunge. I was a little confused. Hyundai with about 12 more feet to go. Firestone up on the rings. Cass Lane's gonna jump up as well. Hyundai finishes up that middle lunge section. So I guess better to describe this as a 2 rounds workout. Well, it's really 50-foot lunge, 15 muscle up, 50 wall ball, 50-foot lunge, and then repeat exactly that pattern. Firestone, middle of the floor, was the leader getting to the rings, and you see the press out on the muscle up there is really the limiter for her. Almost a double press getting to that halfway point and finish it up. Hyundai jumps up pretty quick. Cass Lane getting set to join her. Morella as well, far side of the floor. Morella may be the leader in the heat. No hands up yet. Small set for Morella. Bigger set for Cass. Cass Lane's likely pulled even on the ring muscle ups again. I don't know if that was a lockout for Firestone. That was a little better. But that last little press out is getting pretty close for Firestone, middle of the floor. Hyundai on the right side, some nice smooth rep there. You see how strong she is in the press out. Morella also struggling to get that extension, but she gets a hand up now. So first hand up in the set of 15 goes to Morella. We're at 11-minute mark, so 4 minutes until the time cap. That's a good lockout for Firestone, but only 1 rep in that set, and she's got 5 to go. Let's see what Cass can do here. Five for Morella, she's on the left. 5 for Firestone, she's in the middle. Now a hand up for Cass Lane. Gotta think Condé's getting close to that last 5 as well. Set of 3 there. Here we go. Condé in the last 5. So 4 women within 5 reps of finishing this up. The time is starting to be maybe a factor here for this first heat of women. Cass did a set of 3. She's going to have 3 more to go. Firestone's been doing singles. Morella's got 4 left, but she's down to 1s and 2s. Another single for Firestone.
3 minutes to go.
3 for Cass Lane. Can she do 1 more set of 3? Condé also with the potential, based on how she's looked, to maybe finish them out in this set. She's got 4 to go. 2 reps left for Cass Lane. The green outfit there in lane number 6. Last rep, can she get the lockout? Yeah, so Cass Lane, just like she did on the first round, takes the lead on the muscle ups, and we'll head to the wall balls. Now she's got 50 wall balls, and we got almost a repeat of the first round where Condé and Lane come to the bags late. They come off the bags late, but get off the rings first. As I said, time cap's creeping up. 2.5 minutes until the time cap. They got 50 wall balls and a 50-foot lunge to the finish. Last 2 minutes. 1 rep to go for Morella. Firestone down to singles. Aguiar within 5 reps of finishing her muscle up. Morella, good rep there. She'll join Cass Lane and Daisy Condé. And Firestone will come out as well. 90 seconds to go. Can anyone get to that rec bag? Conde sets the ball down. And wall ball is one of those things where at this point in the workout, I think you just got to find a way. Taking big rests here. These are the things the top athletes look back at and kick themselves over.
1 minute to go.
Wall balls and ring muscle ups. Somewhat of an old classic if you're a fan of the CrossFit Open. You may remember the muscle up double under wall ball combo from back in the day. It was 2015. I think it might have been my first ring muscle up. Got 7. Last 30 seconds here. See if any of the women can finish these out. 2 heats to go, the top 20 from yesterday. In the back, Aguiar on her last ring muscle up. She'll get it. So all the women will finish the muscle ups. No hands up here on the wall balls yet. With 10 seconds to go, the wall ball cannot be on the ground here. There we go. I believe 44 reps for Cass Lane, but let's check it out. 42 reps for Conde. 44 for Cass Lane. 41 for Sarah Firestone. Wow, that was a really close heat. 38 from Rella. 4 women within 6 reps of each other. Very, very tight heat 1 there. Heat 2 coming up next.
Got one with 44 50 wall balls. Ladies and gentlemen, the team heat kickers, all these local players here. 6-point our Kyle Foster. Grab yourself a nice shirt and hat. They got shorts, they got sweatshirts. Barbell booties doing special on backpack. Herd Athletics is giving free kick away all day. Free kick from Herd Athletics. Just over a minute late.
Take a look at the women in heat number 2 here. We got one of the big Golden Line crew, Tracy Johnson over here in lane number 1. Annalise Moore will be in lane 2. Danielle Kearns will be in lane number 3. Katie Curry, 41 years old, late entry to the field, she'll be in lane 4. Michaela O'Connell will be in lane number 5. Oh. Gabrielle Acker will be in 6th. She was 5th place here 2 years ago. Callie Sherrill will be in 7 in the checkered top there. Lane 8, we got Kayla Kelly. Lane number 9 in the blue and gray, Nicole Hunt. And in lane number 10, in the all green, Emily Burnett will round out the field here. Technically a 2-round workout because of the way it's written. It's tricked me. As I thought it was a down and back chipper, but the wall balls and muscle ups are in the same order on the way, both sides of that 100-foot rec bag. So it's a 50-foot rec bag lunge with a 100-pound rec bag, 15 ring muscle ups for the women, 50 wall balls, and a 50-foot rec bag lunge. That ends the first round, and they'll continue into round 2 with another 50-foot lunge, 15 muscle ups, 50 wall balls, and 50-foot on the lunge to finish. The women competed twice yesterday. They had a 2.4-mile campus run. Of the women in this heat, I believe Tracy Johnson had the best finish on that in 9th. Nicole Hunt was 10th. They turned it around and hit some lifting, clean complex. It was hot out that part of the day. If you're watching the stream, we had a little bit of an overheating issue, but got most of the action covered. We're back inside for the weekend. We got 2 Metcons today, 2 Metcons tomorrow. So it's a 3-day, 6-workout competition for the elite divisions. This is the middle heat of 3. Michaela O'Connell in lane number 5 is the highest seeded woman in this heat after yesterday. She's in 11th. Katie Curry next to her in 4 sits 12th. Gabrielle sits 13th. Tracy Johnson right here was 8th place last year at Metcon Rush. And as we mentioned yesterday, 15 total Golden Line athletes in the field. Got a situation with the rings that we're taking care of.
We are getting started in. Stand by. 3, 2, 1, go.
Women of heat 2, getting that rec bag up to the rack has proved a bit problematic for some of the women. Tracy Johnson having a hard time with it, as well as Katie Curry. They've all got it up and moving now. Lane 8, Kayla Kelly, and lane 10, Emily Burnett. Are going to be the first ones to set it down after 50 feet. But basically the entire heat is going to get to the rings at the same time. Pull to the wide side here, probably our best chance to get as much view as possible. To the right side of the floor, lane 7, Callie Shearl in the checkered top and green shorts was the first get up and get a pretty big set out of the way. Lane number 9, Nicole Hunt, moving very, very fast and fluidly on the rings. Still hasn't come down, and she was one of the first ones up. I think she did 9 or 10 in that set. On the far left side, Tracy Johnson was one of the last ones up on the rings, but also got a decent set out of the way. Gabrielle Acker in 6. She's in the dark gray outfit and black knee sleeves. But Nicole Hunt, first female with the hand in the air. She's going to be the first one to come down and move on to the wall ball. 2 sets needed for Hunt. Hands up for Acker and Shearl as well. Now Danielle Kearns also. But Nicole Hunt all on her own on the wall balls. Emily Burnett just outside the screen on the right with 4 reps to go. Last rep here in lane number 8, Kayla Kelly. So it's going to go Hunt and then Kelly. Tracy Johnson, far left side of the floor. 2 reps to go for her. 1 or 2 reps for several athletes. Here comes Callie Sherrill. Next to her, Gabrielle Acker. Will be the 3rd and 4th athletes to this first set of wall balls. So 4 women here. 9, 8, 7, 6 in order were the first ones off the wall. Danielle Kearns next to move. She's down there in lane number 3. Tracy Johnson, the far side of the floor in 1, comes to the wall ball 6th in the heat. Burnett's gonna finish up. She's gonna be on the right side of the floor there in the all green. And Katie Curry's gonna get there a couple reps ahead of her. 2 women still on the muscle ups. Annalise Moore in lane 2 and Michaela O'Connell in 5. Both of them with hands up, 2 and 3 reps remaining. Burnett drops on the right. Hunt rests there. Sherrill drops. Gabrielle Acker really snappy out of the bottom of the wall ball. Pretty fast and efficient. She's not squatting any lower than she needs to, and she gets out of that bottom position very fast. Approaching the 4-minute mark, so although yesterday was 2 single modality tests, if you're strong and you can run, usually it also means that you have general fitness. And so far, relative to the first heat, the splits here are faster, as you'd expect. And the top 10 women from yesterday are still to come in the next heat. Nicole Hunt, first to the wall ball, and she's going to be first off of it as well. Burnett chipping away at some big sets down here. So we got 100 feet rec back lunge in the middle of this one. Hunt's going to choose the 1 shoulder option for supporting that. You see the 1 rep remaining. So Kayla Kelly is going to be joining Hunt here. We'll let Hunt go as you watch some of the others finish this up. See Kelly struggling with the bag there, so it's Hunt all on her own. 10 feet to go. Taking her time on the lunge, but she's opened up a pretty big lead. Now we got both Kayla Kelly and Gabrielle Acker. Hunt's going to drop the bag. So if someone is capable of making the turn, they have a chance to make a pass here. Burnett is done. Sherrill is done. Tracy Johnson is done. Johnson's on the far side of the floor over there. She was one of the slowest to get that first 50 feet done, mostly because she couldn't get the bag up. She was much more efficient getting it up this time. Danielle Kern starts moving. Acker does make the turn, middle of the floor. So it's Acker and Hunt, basically rep or step for step. Emily Burnett took a while to get the rec bag moving, but she is now heading down the floor. In the meantime, Curry turns. And Sherrill all moved ahead of her. And now Acker with her last step. So Gabrielle Acker will take the lead into the second set of muscle-ups. Hunt is going to finish next. And while the women wait to get on the rings, we'll take a look at this battle for third in the heat. Kayla Kelly there in the all black and Tracy Johnson on the far side of the floor are within a step of each other. Coming into the screen on the left, Callie Sherrill. But we're going to have the leader, Gabrielle Acker, hop up on the rings first. Nicole Hunt in the blue and gray on the right was fastest through that first set of 15. But Acker's going to have a sizable lead on her, and Acker very efficient on the rings. I think she got 4 there. Let's see what Nicole goes for. Tracy Johnson yet to get up. Same with Kayla Kelly. Cheryl finishes her lunge. Let's see about Tracy. She jumps up and misses. Hawker's back up. Lane 8. Kayla Kelly in the all black. Tracy is up on the rings now. Johnson far left side. Hunt on the blue and gray. They're both wearing blue and gray actually. On the far right side. Johnson will come down. Acker's going to step back up on the left side of the screen here in lane number 6. 8 minutes into the 15-minute cap. No women in heat number 1 finished. 4 of them were between 38 and 44 reps, with Cass Lane having the best score. Most of the women are back onto this second set of muscle-ups. Johnson on the far left side, back up on the rings, and she's chipping away at the overall lead. Cheryl in the green shorts, also getting a nice set here. Kearns is going to jump up. She's in the grayish blue outfit towards the left side, working on the rings. Hunt on the right side, the only other woman on the rings in frame right now. Burnett jumps up on the right side there in all green. And now Acker with a hand up in the middle of the floor. And Hunt with a hand up as well. They're on the same rep, but Acker's on the rings and Hunt is not. Now they're both down. Johnson jumps up on the far left side. So I believe 3 reps for Hunt, 3 reps for Acker, and now Johnson may have just taken over the lead. She has a hand up. No, I think she's also at 3, so 3 women with 3 reps to go. Here in lanes 9, 6, and 1. Hunt's going to jump up first. She's on the right side here, closest to us of the 3. Cheryl is also up in the green shorts. Kearns and Acker jump up at the same time. Burnett jumping up far right side of the screen. And Hunt, once again, will take over the heat lead on the wall balls. Acker drops down. Johnson is up. Last rep for Johnson. Hunt yet to get the wall balls up, and Tracy Johnson, not for that difficulty with that rec bag at the very beginning of the workout, maybe in the lead. Acker is here too, so 3 women into the 50 wall balls. Now on the wall balls and the lunge in the first part, it was Acker who was the most efficient at this part of the rounds. She's in the middle of the screen there with that gray. We talked about that.
Keep moving, small sets.
That quick dip out of the bottom or rebound out of the bottom on those wall balls for Acker. Hunt with the ball back up.
Oh, good. Come on.
Acker picks it up. Johnson resting on the far side, and she picks it up. Swat coming into another set of wall balls. Kayla Kelly, 4th in the heat. She gets onto the wall balls. Hand up for Cheryl. Hand up for Kearns, who just drops down.
Come on, you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh, walk back to the ball.
Those women are both on the rings. Acker and Hunt both resting here. 5 reps go for Burnett on the rings. Johnson drops. 30 with 5 reps to go. So 4 women on the wall balls, 4 women within 4 reps of being there as well. Annalise Moore's going to jump up in lane 2, chip away at more muscle-ups. Burnett in the right side's got a hand up on the rings. Acker working, Hunt resting here. Johnson working in lane number 1. Kayla Kelly taking a break in the all black. The second set of wall balls really taking its toll. The totality of this workout clearly adding up once they get to that second set of wall balls. Danielle Kearns comes off the ring. She's 5th in the heat here.
Nice.
3 to go for Burnett on the rings, 3 to go for Cheryl on the rings, 3 to go for Annalise Moore on the rings, 3 to go for Katie Curry on the rings. Kayla O'Connell's in the back of the heat. She was the highest seeded athlete in the heat coming into this day. Burnett hits it. So she'll break the deadlock with those 3 other women there and make a big move on the rings. Burnett, like Johnson, really just gave away a lot of times trying to get the rec bag on her shoulders. And now, speaking of, Tracy Johnson has taken over the lead. No hands up for the other women. Can she get the rec bag up? It's not pretty, but she does it. Hand up for Acker. But Johnson's got her eyes locked on the finish line here. Acker and Hunt are both done, but Tracy Johnson with a 20-foot advantage here. 12:30 on the clock. Nobody else has started moving, and now Hunt does.
Let's go, Trace!
Tracy Johnson, 2 or 3 steps to go. And she gets the heels across. And Tracy Johnson will take the heat win. Absolutely exhausted, but well worth it. Heat win for Tracy Johnson. We'll call it 12:50 unofficial. Now the battle for second. Acker, you can see how much more fluid she's moving on this lunge. Will there be enough time? I think it's going to be. Hunt, the hip extension is questionable with the bag draped over like that. But Acker, no problem on that lunge. 13-14, and a second or two behind her. Getting to the line, Nicole Hunt. So Tracy Johnson, Gabrielle Acker, oof, and Nicole Hunt. Everyone working on the wall balls here, so let's see. 5 to go for turns, left side of your screen. Kayla Kelly picks up the bags. She's got just the lunge remaining here. Turns with her last rep.
What you want for 45 seconds?
Kayla Kelly with the CrossFit semifinal shorts on there. That's from a team out of CrossFit Krypton that she represented. And about 3 sets to go, 30 seconds to the time pad. And Kayla Kelly will finish it up. Danielle turns at 20 seconds to go to be our last finisher. Burnett and Moore both finished the lunge.
10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, time. Give it for
Burnett got 10 feet and Moore possibly the same.
Coming out 12 minutes and 46 seconds officially. We got one more.
Little interview, Tracy?
Sure. Great.
You can just hold this.
Oh.
I think there's a pretty nice come from behind win after a slow start on the rec bag there.
Yeah, that thing literally wrecked me, if I'm gonna say literally.
But you figured something out on the second and third time you had to pick it up.
Yeah, I think the first time I tried to treat it more like a sandbag thing, bring it to my hips, and then I realized if I go over, it's gonna probably hit me in the face. It kind of brought like a swing around sort of deal. But for never using one before, I'll take it having to adapt in the moment, so.
I think you just got angry at it.
Yeah, probably. That's probably what happened.
You competed here last year as well?
Yeah, and the year before. I've always loved Metcon Rush because it's close to where we live, and we get a bunch of people from our gym and our training to come down and just be here for a while. It's just a fun time for us.
Little different this year. We started off-site. They haven't really done a Friday before here.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a run and a lift, and now we got a bunch of Metcons. Do you feel more comfortable in the gym?
Yeah, first day was gonna be the rough day for me. I'm a little more comfortable on the Metcon side. I was happy with the run yesterday, but the lift took me for a little bit of a turn. But it's a new day today. Just keep going on the Metcons for the rest of the weekend. So.
Well, perfect way to start the climb up with a heat win.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, thanks, Tracy.
Thanks.
Good work. Tracy Johnson will take heat number 2, final heat of women for event 3, coming up in a minute or two. Yep. Oops, sorry.
Stand come to the first floor. Stand come to the first floor.
Keith Calendar to the main floor immediately, please. 10 Keith Calendar to the main floor.
All right, we got our final heat of elite ladies coming on out for event number 3 here on the main floor.
Third and final heat of women for event 3 here at Metcon Rush 2025 in Hagerstown, Maryland are on the floor and getting ready to take on lot number 3, 2-rounder, 50-foot rec back lunge, 15 ring muscle up, 50 wall ball, 50-foot rec back lunge. Lane number 1, Emily Salone, currently sitting in a tied for 8th. Lane 2, always easy to recognize in the bright colors, Anna Vincent. She's sitting in a 3-way tie for 5th. Lane 3, 9th place here last year, currently in that tie for 5th, Jenna Michelotti. Lane number 4, currently 3rd place overall, brown pants there, Caroline Spencer. Leader after day number 1 with a 2nd place on the run and a 1st place. And with 1st place on the lift, Hannah Black. 2nd place after 1 day of competition, an athlete that I definitely underrated coming into this competition, I think, Sarai Rodriguez. 3rd place at LATAM Cup in Wadapalooza. But as we've seen from Mariana Meza, who's gone to compete at some other competitions, not here this weekend, having qualified for the games, that the top women in Latin America are certainly starting to show some class against some of the others. She comes from Puerto Rico, and she was very good yesterday, taking a 6th on the run and a 2nd on the lift. Madison McElhaney currently sitting in 4th overall, 7th place on the run, 4th on the lift. She'll be in lane number 7. Allison Wynn will be next to her in lane number 8. Allison's the other athlete in that 3-way tie for 5th. Allison, a lot of competition experience this season. Her and Hannah Black have both been competing quite a bit. Lane number 9. Got one of the younger athletes in the field, Elsie Larson. That's a nice way to get the rec bag up, if you can do it in competition. She'll be in the long green top. Good choice with the ring muscle-ups, I would say. And lastly, Taylor Quigg. Misidentified her during the run yesterday, but I got to talk to her a little bit, and she'll be out here in the blue and black. Coached by Josh Murillo. Let's see him today. Where is he? Oh, yeah, there he is. Hello, Josh Murillo. Saw him running the course as well yesterday afternoon in the heat of the day. He's got a lot going on in life, but always finding a way to stay fit. They had that 2.4 mile campus run yesterday. They had the clean, hang clean front squat and jerk complex. Both of those were offsite events. First time doing a Friday competition for Metcon Rush here. 10th year of Metcon Rush. 5 years in the affiliate and then 5 years in some arenas around the area. 100 pounds on the rec bag. No real, what? I spoke too soon. Jenna Michelati has had one in every heat. Just a hard time getting that rec bag to the shoulder, and she misses again. Sarai Rodriguez, Madison McElwain, first two down the lane here. Hannah Black with some big steps is going to be catching up. Caroline Spencer's right there. Emily Salome, Allison Wynn, Elsie Larson, and Vincent Taylor Quigg, and Jenna will finally get there as well. Pretty quick transitions to the rims for most of the women.
Down in lane 7, Madison McElwain will get on there third.
Far left side is Emily Salome. Anna Vincent in the orange. Michelati, who just struggled getting the bag up, is going to be next to get up there. Caroline Spencer in lane 4. If you're looking for someone who might really capitalize on these set of muscle-ups, it could be her. She's staying up there longer than most of the other women. There's also just absolutely no doubt about the lockout position. 10 reps and she comes down. Hannah Black's back up. Sarai Rodriguez in the purple shorts, middle of the floor is up. McElwain and Wynn are on the ground taking a rest. Elsie Larson, small break, and she's back up. And then Taylor Quigg, nice fall script, Taylor Quigg on the far side of the floor. Now, the extension at the top could be a little bit better, but the fall script is good. Hands up for the leaders here. McElwain and Spencer, the two most veteran athletes in the field. Well, maybe Sadie Curry, but at least the two most veteran in the seat. And there comes McElwain and Spencer. 3 to go for Vincent.
Spencer will pick it up and get started first here.
Caroline Spencer first.
Hannah Black second.
So it's Spencer, McElwain, Hannah Black. Vincent fails that last muscle up. A little bit of a calculated risk, didn't quite pay off. Still only 3 women. Salome looked like she's got 1 rep to go. She doesn't get it. So it's Elsie Larson who comes off, and then Anna Vincent, first 5 onto the wall balls, but Spencer, McElwain, and Black with a sizable advantage here. And in terms of pedigree, those 3 women do have just an overall better pedigree than the rest of the field. Now, McElwain hasn't done it in a couple years at the semifinal level, but she used to be flirting with the last chance qualifier positions. Caroline Spencer competed a year ago, semifinals. Hasn't competed much in the last year, but she said she's ready to go, and so far it's definitely been that way. Hannah Black, since Dubai, she took 10, has been on a competition tear, and pretty impressive considering the volume of competition she's done, and travel included, taking the trip to Torian Pro, turning around and getting right back on the competition circuit in the U.S. She did the WFP qualifiers last week. Now she's here competing again, and talked to a lot of athletes that just aren't willing to do that volume of competition, maybe trying to, and even in a case like that, they'll choose one or the other. Hannah Black's just resilient to competition, it seems. Now, Caroline Spencer, first one to finish up on the wall balls. Hannah Black with a hand up. As far as the overall competition goes, there isn't much that looks concerning for Hannah Black aside from potentially the wall-facing handstand push-ups in the event that's coming up second today. But she's taken the lead over there. No problem with that rec back. Caroline Spencer failed getting it up 1 time. McElwain done third and glances up and sees Black and Spencer already taken off down the competition floor. Hand up for Elsie Larson. Elsie Larson hanging with the veterans here. So Black, Spencer within a 5-foot segment of each other. McElwain is going to pause after 5 feet to adjust the bag. Larson gets sent back. Hannah Black will keep the bag on her shoulders. Spencer's going to readjust and do the same. And I think, yeah, that's what we're wanting to see here. It's 100 pounds and 100 feet, and Spencer's going to actually adjust to a different position and balance out the bag across the back rest there, as Hannah Black has it. So it's Black opening up about a 20-foot lead on that transition over Spencer. McElhaney not even using her hands to secure it. Larson's about 5 feet behind her. Anna Vincent coming in the frame here has about a 5-foot advantage over Sarai Rodriguez. And then you're going to see Salome and Michelati coming up here as Hannah Black gets set to finish up. Hannah Black, last step, and she'll set it down. We'll get to her when she gets to the rings. Spencer's got about 10 feet to go, but there's a big battle in the middle of the heat here. McElhaney set it down. Elsie Larson is struggling to get the bag up in the second half, and Hannah Black back up on the rings. Let's see how many reps she can open up here against Caroline Spencer. It's a set of 4. Now 5. And a set of 6. You gotta love that. If she can do a 6.54, I think that's gonna be tough to contend with. And we've had a little bit of a change here on the lunges, as Anna Vincent in the orange and Emily Salome there outside of her have both passed McElhaney, Larson, and Sarai, and Jenna Michelati. So middle part of this workout, shifting up some things in the middle of the heat, but at the top of the heat, there's the set of 5 for Hannah. She's got 4 reps to go. Anna Vincent done. McElhaney done. Salome, 1 more step. She's done. Elsie Larson with 1 more step to go. She's done with the lunges. Sarai Rodriguez, 5 feet to go. Michelati, 10 feet to go. Hannah Black's back up on the rings. Allison wins on her last 50 feet of lunges in the middle part of this workout. Hannah hit the last rep and locks that out. And Hannah Black with 50 wall balls and 50 feet of lunging to go. I don't think anyone's got a chance to catch her on those 2 movements. Five to go for Spencer.
Now up on those rings in lane 2. Nasa McElhaney and Elsie Larson beginning their next set of muscle-ups.
Elsie Larson on the right side of the rings. She's up. In lane 7, McElhaney in the gray with that almost uprise, minimizing the press out. That'll be helpful for the wall balls. Sarah Rodriguez comes off in the purple and black. Michelati in lane 3 towards the left side of the ring. Spencer right next to her is getting set to jump up. Anna Vincent as well. Sorry about that. Wrong button real quick. Spencer on the right, Vincent on the left. They're second and third in the heat right now. Spencer's going to drop with 2 reps to go.
2 reps remain for Spencer. Hannah Black still all alone. These wall balls are well over 10 reps. Taking her time with these, nice and smooth, before she gets onto that last rocket lunge to the finish line.
Only Emily Sloan is on the rings as everyone else is taking a rest. Taylor Quigg still working on the lunges. Spencer's going to try to finish out her last 2 reps here. McElhaney and McCloudie back up.
Caroline Spencer now joining Hannah Black onto the wall balls for those 50 reps. We're coming up about 9 minutes in.
So it's Black and Spencer on the wall balls. Hand up for McElhaney, hand up for Vincent in the rings.
McElhaney in lane 7. 5 reps remaining for Anna Vincent. Just over 9 minutes in.
Allison Wynn's going to jump up on the rings. There she is in the leopard top. She's going to drop down. Leaders on the wall ball. Sarah Rodriguez in the purple there. Anna Vincent in the orange. McElhaney's going to jump up in the green. And now we have 5 reps also to go for Elsie Larson. She's on the far right of the screen now, just dropping down. McElhaney finishes Michelati finishes. They'll both come to the wall ball. So Vincent gives away 2 positions on the rings. Hannah Black, for the first time, shows a little bit of a struggle with that rec bag, but long strides, strong legs, and just tremendous amount of fitness. Hannah Black at the 10-minute and 15-second mark is going to leave the heat and the time to beat in the distance here.
20 feet out for Hannah Black.
4 reps go for Saray Rodriguez on the rings.
10.5 minutes in.
1 rep to go for Vincent, 1 rep to go for Larson, 4 reps to go for Wynn. They're all on that last set of 15 ring muscle ups. Second place on the run, first place on the lift, and first place here with the rep bag and the muscle ups. And the Black will win. Heat number 3 here for the elite women. Saray Rodriguez is going to drop with 2 to go. Salome's got 2 to go. Allison Wynn has 2 to go. 5 reps to go for Caroline Spencer on the wall balls. Elsie Larson in the foreground. Allison Wynn coming to the wall balls. Madison McElhaney is going to get hers going there in the all gray. Far side of the floor, Emily Salone comes to the wall balls. In the orange, Anna Vincent, and then closer than that, Michelati. But right now it's going to be Caroline Spencer. Spencer came in 3rd place. She was first on the run, absolutely crushed the field. 8th on the lift, allowing Saray Rodriguez to pass her on the overall leaderboard. She was only 3 points behind her. She was 18 behind Hannah Black. Hannah Black will extend that overall lead. Caroline Spencer has a few feet to go at the 12-minute mark
Few
here.
more steps here, and this will be good for a 2nd place finish for Spencer once she gets across that 2nd line. Ladies and gentlemen, Caroline Spencer.
Caroline Spencer, 2nd in the heat, 2nd in the event.
So 2.5 minutes remaining. Saray Rodriguez on to the
No
ball.
hands up on the wall balls. 7 women working on them, and it's actually Michelati who now has a hand up. She's resting with like 3 reps to go. Last rep here for Jenna Michelati. And like Tracy Johnson, she just gave away so much time trying to get the rec back up right at the start of the workout. So she almost squat cleans it there. But since then, she's been cruising past women. So an element of this particular workout that you may not have thought about when you first saw it was just cleaning that rec bag to the shoulder. And in both the last 2nd heat and this heat, beat an athlete who it did impact. However, they were able to capitalize on some great fitness the rest of the way. Hannah Vincent is going to be next to get the bag up. Actually, she's going to have a battle with Michelati. So Michelati, she'll finish.
Gets across at the 3. 13:34 officially.
McElhaney moving towards you.
Halfway through this lunge here. Allison Wynn now.
She's got some company.
In lane 8.
McElhaney, Wynn, and Vincent all working on the lunge. McElhaney in the front, Wynn on the right, Vincent in the back left in the orange, chewing up some ground. 1 more step. Madison McElhaney working the heat and collapses alongside the bag. And it's going to be close. Allison Wynn by 1 step ahead of Anna Vincent. They'll both get in with less than 45 seconds to go. Elsie Larson.
Emily Salone has time to finish this lunge with 30 seconds remaining.
Elsie Larson
now across.
will get in 20 seconds till the time cap.
15 seconds, 20 feet.
Emily Salome, can she get it done? She got 10 seconds to go. Big steps, 5 seconds, running low on time.
3,
She's gonna come up probably 2 sections short.
Give it up for our lead ladies, everybody. Hannah Blackwood, another event win under her belt here in our third heat. Coming up next, we have our lead.
Caroline, a little interview. So the one we did yesterday, it didn't work. We were in a bad spot, so it cut off. But all the people were so disappointed. They wanted to hear from you.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, we talked a little bit. It's been over a year since you've done an individual competition.
Yeah.
But you've still been training?
I take class. That's all I do is I take class at Krypton when I can, and I run a lot. I'll run like 2 days a week, just on my own. No like real training plan for that. I took a year off because I needed it. Like I'm coaching teens and masters and age group athletes, so I wanted to kind of prioritize that. And in doing that, I kind of found myself again. I started just taking class, really enjoying the community. And then when Ben went to Syndicate this year, I felt a little bit of that fire to compete again. So when they reached out about this one, I thought about it. I asked my husband, I was like, should I not? And he said, do it. So I was like, okay.
Well, if the husband says yes.
So yeah, I've just been taking class, running a little bit on the side, and I'm happy so far with what it's done for my fitness and anxious to see what it pans out over the rest of the workouts or how it pans out. So
Yeah, I mean, 3 very different workouts already, but you look pretty good.
Yeah.
That rec bag seemed like it was a little bit more difficult to navigate for some of the women than maybe they expected.
yeah, it's super awkward. We didn't have a chance to play around with it. In our affiliate, we have one similar, but it's like 50 pounds. So it's a little bit different. So I knew coming into this, I would have to just throw it over my shoulder. But yeah, it's definitely awkward. 100-pound sandbag, like when it's a circle, it's a little bit easier to maneuver, but this one is a little bit different. Definitely burned the legs and the biceps a little bit more.
Yeah, the last set of wall balls looked like surprisingly difficult for a lot of the women.
Yeah, it was. Honestly, thinking about the lunge that comes after, I was like, my legs are already dead. How am I going to clean that sandbag again? Yeah.
Well,
no. Good
figured out a
weekend so
way
far.
to get a second place. Probably puts you in second place overall. So
Yeah, that's the goal.
still look pretty good to me.
Thank you. Appreciate
Nice
it.
job, Caroline. See you for the next one. Caroline Spencer doing the classes at CrossFit Krypton, and the fitness speaks for itself. Second place after 3 events, which is halfway through. Elite men will come up next to take on workout 3. We'll just keep the stream rolling here at Metcon.
4 gentlemen on the floor here.
First heat of elite men are on the floor here at Metcon Rush 2025. Getting set to take on
Anderson ready to make the way behind.
workout number 3.
The time off your judge.
Be a relatively small heat as we have at the women.
All right, gentlemen. All right, we are going in. Judges ready? Going in 10 seconds. Stand by. 3, 2, 1, go. 4 elite gentlemen on the floor here. Everybody for you. Andrew Ramon. Lane 5, Miss Trippett. Lane 6, Malcolm Slade. And lane 7, Jimmy Smith. Beginning with that 50-foot rec back lunge, 150 pounds for these gentlemen here. When they get back over to the ring, they will do 18 ring muscle-ups, followed by 50 wall balls. After those 50 wall balls, they will have a 100-foot rec back lunge, 18 more 50 wall balls, and a 18-foot lunge will finish. 15-minute time check here. As Ramon will get across first, Griffin second, and now move on to the ring for those 18 reps. Pretty strong here on these rings. Griffin hanging on for a big set. Looks like well over 9 for now. Andrew Ramon comes down after a big set here as well. Slade Smith. Coming up on 3 minutes. Thank you. Now Nelson's played, now moving on to his 50 wall ball here in lane 6. 2 more reps remaining for Andrew Ramon. 1 more for Jim Smith. $50 wall ball here after those 50. Still have that 100 foot walking line. Chipping away on the final rush here for Griffin. Nelson plays second. For that ball, Jimmy Smith third, Ramon. Fourth, Andrew Ramon. With these draw balls here, just over 40 minutes. Last 5 reps for Griffin here before that 100 foot run.
Locking up on every corner, I'm just different moment.
50 feet of that 100 run. In. 15-minute time cap here. Griffin now gets that backpack on his shoulders. Lane 5. 50 feet down, 50 feet back, as Griffin is now in the lead. Coming from goal line training. $25 feet down for Griffith here. Nelson played now with a hand in the air with 5 reps remaining. $25 feet down for Mitch Griffith here in lane 5 in the lead for our first team to lead to come in. Nelson Slade now beginning his first 50 feet. At these 100 into a mode, now we'll move on to the rest. First 50 feet of these 100. Nelson Slade getting that back onto his shoulder. 8 minutes in, under 7 to go.
Got my thighs. Look good, but you don't got no ties. I walk through, walk out with the thighs. Lean down, and you know what the thighs. Bubble up, bubble up, bubble up, bubble up, bubble up.
Midshipman back up on those rings here, finishing up those 18 reps in lane 5 before he moves back to the ball for those 50 wall balls. Last 4 reps remaining for Griffith. Nelson Slade now back to the rings here as we're coming up on that 9-minute mark, 6 to go. Four reps remaining for Griffith. Nelson Slade getting ready to chip it to the Z. Nelson Slade now on the ring for lane 6. One more for Mitch. Mitch Griffith is some of those 18 muscles. And now those 50 raw balls, there's plenty of time to set aside the feet here in lane 5 as you're coming up on that 10-minute mark. Jimmy Smith with 100 feet complete. Andrew Moe with about 20 feet remaining.
I'm in a number of bad little fight with the info. Step that up like a flip phone. That comes with a flip phone. Like a old foot and low. Bounce on my lap, back like a throwback. Like I'm CPC, color, give me that. Make it rain on them like I had the back. One, 2. Lot of hotties on the dance floor. You ain't here, they get bad, what you there for? And my shirt off, out of that hell, boy. Got the glow like you. 1, 2.
4 reps out for Slade here.
You ain't hear that.
Jimmy Smith now all the way here in lane 7.
Get back. I'm a dog boy.
10.5 minutes in. Mitch Griffith still all over those wall balls here. Trying to set a hard to be for our next 2 heats that are coming on the floor here. Down for Griffith here in lane 5. Last 5 muscles remaining for Nelson Slade.
Taking shots till I came out with the thing. Not a other type of bitch that's me on the next day. Still feeling my shit. Said, you can tell who I am. The tell, you wanna know who I'm. So they can really I support rap. They can tell.
2 reps remaining for Nelson Slade. Andrew alone now giving to the back on the ring here. Skipping into this 18.
And all laying down to see inside the press. I'm really tipping up the I had the practice.
2 down for a moment. A quick set of 3 here for Jimmy Smith. Mitch Griffith as we are 12 minutes in. As an opportunity to set that time to beat for those next 2 heats under 3 minutes to go. Under 15 remaining for Mitch Griffith. One more muscle for Slade. Nelson Slade double toes racing now all to the ball. 2.5 minutes remaining for Slade. Final 5 reps for Mitch Griffith. Mitch Griffin onto that final lunge to the finish line with 2 minutes remaining. Under 2 minutes to go, Mitch stepping up to that 150-pound bag. 50 feet to the finish line, and the Heat win. We have 90 seconds remaining, plenty of time. 5 muscles remaining for Jimmy Smith. One minute and 10 seconds to go, and Mitch Griffith has his final 50 feet. Under 1 minute to go. About 20 feet remaining for Griffith here. 45 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 things remaining for a Heat win. Setting the time to beat. A few more steps. Give it up. Played by Mitch Griffith, everybody. 14:27 unofficially. We have 30 seconds remaining. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, time. Give it up for our first team to lead that, everybody. Mitch Griffith, 14:27 unofficially for a Heat win, setting the time to beat.
Dan, can I get batteries, please? Yes, is that the one you've been using? Yeah. Take them out of this one, good. All right, gentlemen, to the starting mats.
These 2 or 3 on the floor. We look at number 3 for the men here at the middle day of competition at Metcon Rush 2025. We got one lap, number 1. Did you lift yesterday? Yeah. You weren't in the right lane. Yeah, well, you were. 7. Oh, you guys put Mateus Sparrow in the lane that you were supposed to. You were in front. Yeah, I might teach you. You guys were in opposite lanes. It was messing me up. Good to see you then. There's Cooper Jones. Jacob Sampson in lane number 8.
Do it all, I swear my disposition ain't changed. You can't get no praise if you just they owe you respect though. So that's not happening.
See the work out there on the screen. See the rec backs there in front of those guys, and they have absolutely been living up to their name. The majority of the athletes seem like they're out just messing around with trying to think about how many they head up. These are not available on the back.
All right, judges, hold this clipboard time if you are ready to go. Athletes in your starting spot. You're starting in
2-round workout.
10 seconds. Stand by. 3, 2, 1, go. We got to do our lead and awesome workout. Anybody want to take up stamina?
Nowadays I be ducking them cameras and they have to have like what I'm doing. I'm still on my phone looking at all my I'm not even know. What if you listen to my multi-line but I'm father? So I'm gonna look over this and think about me when you brush the seas. He gets texting out with the most. How does it sound? You know what I'm doing? I'm like, girl, keep it aside. Cause I know I got bands. If he's signing out, don't give a damn. I'm still getting money. I know I'm here. If he know he gon' hit on my grand. If he's not, he gon' act like a fan. He was bigger than that shit I got. So far, I do my past. Like, keep it aside. Cause they know I got bands. If he's signing out, don't give a damn. I'm still getting money. I know who I am. If he know he gon' hit on my grand. If he's not, he gon' act like a fan. He was bigger than that shit I got.
Move on to those 50 wall-balls here. Once the 18 ring milestones are complete, coming about 90 seconds in. And it's up in lane 5 for Ryan Clark as well as Christian Ramon in lane 4. 4 reps remaining for Ramon, 5 reps remaining for Clark. With 3 remaining now, last one for Brittany.
Keep it clean, yo. So there's no game anyhow.
One more for Ryan Clark. You got the ball here.
Wall ball.
Cooper Jones gets it up, Ryan Clark as well. For him, Ben White now on the line. Jacob can't do his own. Mickey Rogers at the same time, moving on to that 100 full walking line. 50 feet down from that straight. One more step, 50 feet down for Ramon. And now Mr. Ramon. 50 feet down, keeping the bag on his shoulders. Will now turn back. When athletes step back,
Hill turn. So the ability to come on the back.
get back up on that second 50 feet to make 100. Jacob Dunlap stepping just behind. Ryan Clark now on second. Ryan Clark and Jacob Dunlap separate step in the second spot. Christian Ramon will get past in the race.
Ramon at the rig because he's short for it. That's trying to drop something. Mark just done like a lot. Step, it up, touch it, yes, so white shirt, Roger also has
7 minutes in. Ben White now on the ring here in lane 6. Former Metcon Rush champion. Don't forget these comebacks in the second half of workouts. Halfway through 7.5 minutes down, 7.5 to go. Jacob can't do on the way back. It's all 7 lanes, 9 and 10, leading behind and Trey Gordon. Everyone's looking solid up for another set here at lane 6. Under 7 minutes to go.
Dunlap.
For Ramon. Ben White
No, here's the chance. Set up for a year. White's
3 remaining for White, 2 remaining for Ramon. If Ben White's come into the lead here, 1 more to go. Here he comes. Ben White's the leader. On the wall ball. Last 50 reps. Ramon launches the outside, hits the wall ball. Just behind Ben White. 50 reps. Who will pick it up first? It looks like White's going to go. One from the head, making two down for Chris Ramon. Last two reps.
Great with the S-ups and wall balls, but that bag is really pressure. Holding in that position that we saw some of the women holding in, where it's also difficult to get a full hip extension. The wall balls.
Last 5 remaining for Ryan Clark, lane 5. 14:27 is the time to beat here for these gentlemen. Ben White, Chris Ramon, and Jacob Dunlap your top 3. Lane 6, 4, and 1. Coming up on 10 minutes in. Hang on for a big set here. White taking it back to the end for the third time. Dunlap getting ready to pick it back up for the second time. Just over 10 minutes in. Mark now on to his ball ball. Will be our fourth athlete on to the second set of 50. 7.5 minutes in.
Ramon has been the best with the
And now Ramon has 50 feet to the finish line. Christy Ramon at 54. 11 minutes and 25 seconds in. Gets the back over to Marquis beginning his final one. Ben Weiss now on the back for the final 50 feet. But Christian Ramon, 25 feet down, taking massive steps.
Bag up for Ben Weiss.
Ladies and gentlemen, with about 10 feet remaining, few more steps, make some noise. Christian Ramon, 12 minutes and 16 seconds unofficially.
The Beak was the leader in the first one. Took away the lead.
Ben Weiss just behind for a second place finish. 25 feet down for Weiss.
Last 50 all Christian. With a couple of the women, with a tough bag up in the all breaks, especially on the way out of the next
Under 10 feet for Ben Weiss. Last 5 feet. One more big step. 12:52 unofficially for Ben Weiss.
2 minutes to the time gap here.
Ryan Clark, Jacob Dunlap finishing on these ball balls. 3 more for Dunlap. Under 2 minutes to go.
We might have a sandbag race, wreck bag race here, depending on Ryan Clark.
Jacob Dunlap, final 50 feet of lane 1.
Clark's got the hand up on the wall, but Dunlap doesn't want anything to do with that. Mascherani as well.
2 reps remaining for Ryan Clark, 5 reps remaining for Mascherani at lane 3. Under 90 seconds to go. No rep on Dunlap. Can Ryan Clark catch up to him?
Now the door is open.
1 minute 15 seconds. Ryan Clark now on that one. Ryan Clark Let's jump ahead. I'm done lap here as we approach the final 60 seconds. Mastroianni now beginning that lunge to the finish line.
Came in 15th place today.
50 seconds to go. 5 more feet for Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark now across 14-15 unofficially. He comes down that one more step. And he will get across 14-24 officially. Thank you, Mastroianni. 14-31. 30 seconds to go.
Gets in.
20 seconds.
Last 20 seconds here.
15 seconds.
West zone. Can't do. And Panya, who's now moving the sandbag, and Gordon. Panya, who is awesome on the left.
3, 2, 1, time. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our second heat of Elite Men. Christian Ramon, small minutes and
Little interview?
16 seconds officially for the new time of the.
Yeah, just hold this by your chin. All right. Yeah. Good?
Yeah.
Just hold it up here.
Okay.
Yeah, you said you told me.
Yep. I just was waiting for Saturday and Sunday to come around. Running some I'm continuing to work on, so I knew that'd be a rough one, but I like the Metcon Saturday and Sunday. That's where the true fitness is, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. That was a pretty tough workout, but
Yeah.
it looks like you handled the rec bag better than most of the guys.
Yeah, I just I practiced with a sandbag, so I thought that was much harder than putting that on your back. Yeah.
You told me yesterday that this is as good as you felt, although you've done a lot of competitions the last couple of years. You feel
Yeah.
pretty good coming into this one.
Yeah, I just I was sick at the beginning of the year just for a while, but I feel pretty good. I've been training hard. So my coach Kyle Casterbauer, he's been helping me like get my capacity back.
I don't know Kyle was coaching. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a fantastic guy.
Cool. Well, Christian, awesome on that one. Looking forward to the next one.
Thank you so much.
Good work, brother. Christian Ramon, excited to be in the gym. He'll have the time to beat their one heat of Elite Men to go for event number 3 here in Hagerstown, Maryland for Metcon Run.
Get it back here, better not crash them. I blast them, and I'll last them. And if it ain't good, then not crash them. Why you say? I let them free, and they tell me what they tell me. Like I'm on the roof, take them to
The next heat of the league, our final heat of the league, for factory coming on out. Others when you're ready, you can go to your start match judges.
Put a Chris on the best they ever did it. And when it comes to the money, I'm like, don't stop.
Athletes in that starting spot. Judges clipboards high if your athletes are ready.
Final heat of elite men are on the floor for workout number 3 here at Metcon Rush 2025. In lane 1, we got Jordan Bailey, 9th overall. Lane 2, Josh Beaker, tie for 6th. Lane 3, Mateus Ferro, currently in 5th. Lane 4, Ethan Sheeb, sitting in 3rd place. Noah Wilson, lane number 5, in the lead. Sean Finlay currently sitting 2nd in the black cutoff there. Luke Burns currently sits 4th. Javier Arancibia sits 6th. Sean Colgan sitting 8th. And Riley Smith will round out the heat. Comes in a tie for 9th. And here they go. 50-foot rec bag lunge to start things off. And Noah Wilson, first across the floor, picking off where he left off yesterday. He was first on the run, crazy speed, and 6th on the lift. Went for the win, didn't quite get it.
18 great muscles for all these athletes now after that 50-foot walking lunge. The time to beat.
50-foot lunge done, 18 muscle-ups coming up, 50 wall balls, 50-foot lunge out, 50-foot lunge back in the middle, back to the rings, back to the wall ball, and 50-foot lunge to the finish. 60-10, I think I finally got the workout down in a clear sentence there. Sean Finley, lane number 6. Look at how high those hips get. Man. Boom. That is saving some arms for later.
Wall balls after these 18 ring muscle-ups.
Jordan Bailey on the far left side of the screen. We'll keep our eyes on him moving very quickly, but Noah Wilson first to the rings. First to get a hand up. Beaker's got a hand up. Sheeb's got a hand up. Burns as well. Bailey. But Noah Wilson will drop first. Riley Smith with a hand up as well. And misses the target. We've seen this over and over from the women and the men. First couple reps on the wall ball's a little shaky. Sean Finley out 2nd. Now Jordan Bailey. Here comes Luke Burns. Those will be the first 4 guys through that first set of muscle-ups. And Sabia, 2 reps to go. Beaker comes out 5th in the heat. And then Sabia and Riley Smith finish at the same time. Mateus Ferro also in the mix with those guys. And Sean Colgan, the only man still working on the muscle-ups, got 4 to go. Colgan, local to the area, 8th on the run, 10th on the lift yesterday. Trains at CrossFit 301 Elite, which is Tim Kellinger's gym. Tim's a owner and competition director here of Metcon Rush. Him and his family and the crew from the gym basically put this on every year. This is the 10th year he's been doing it. Everything you see here, Tim owns. It's accumulated over time, from the rig to the ropes to the pads to the flooring to the barbells to the wall balls and the rec bags. He's got an arsenal of stuff for putting on the competition. He's been doing it for 10 years. All 10 men into the first set of 50 wall balls here. That middle part of this workout, the 100-foot lunge, end around 1, start around 2, is where a lot can potentially change. But right now, Noah Wilson at the 3:30 mark, which is less than that, is going to finish up those wall balls and head over to that rec bag. And here comes Noah. Everyone else still working on the wall balls. Let's see how big of a lead it's going to be. Jordan Bailey, far left side, then Finley, then Burns, all with less than 5 reps to go. Nobody else has started on the lunge yet. Wilson 1 step away from finishing that first 50 feet. So he's going to get 1 round done in 4:13 and turn with the bag. Jeez. He's going to come back towards us. Bailey, far side of the floor, is in 2nd. Finley 3rd. Burns just starting in 4. Erin Sabia, Beaker, and Sheeb all finished their wall balls at the same time. Erin Sabia closest to us of the three. He's going to start lunging, but both Beaker, now Sheeb gets sent back. Mateus Ferro now done. All those guys are heading out as Noah Wilson is done with the lunges underneath the 5-minute mark. Bailey drops at the turn. Finley drops at the turn. Beaker drops it. Burns turns with it. Oh, Wilson all alone here on the ring muscle-ups. Bailey picked it up quickly. Erin Sabia makes the turn without setting it down. So it's now Bailey, Burns, Beaker, Erin Sabia, and Finley all pretty close. Hogan finished up the muscle-ups. He's chasing down Smith. They're at the back of the heat, but well ahead of a lot of the other split times. Wilson still on the rings. 10 reps there. Laying waste to this workout. Burns looks down the heat and sees Jordan Bailey down there. Beaker in his last 5 feet. Burns is going to jump up first. Burns with a nice lift yesterday to keep himself in the mix. He was 4th on the run to Jordan Bailey's 2nd, but he was 10th on the lift to Bailey's 17th. So Wilson with the hand up. Burns drops down. He's in 2nd in the heat. Bailey, then Beaker. They're in lanes 1 and 2 on the far side. Erin Sabia chalking up. Finley is going to jump up before him. Sheeb also chalking up. And Finley with that high hip pop in receiving position. It's going to be 3 sets for Wilson. Misses the rings on the jump up there. And it's beyond the right, then Burns, Finley, Wilson in the middle with 1 final rep. And at the 7-minute mark, he's got 50 and 50 to go. Sheeb on the ground, Mateus Ferro and Beaker up on the rings over there. Bailey taking a break. Riley Smith and Sean Colgan back to the rings, but neither one of them has jumped up yet.
Sean Finley and Josh Beaker just behind me, but Noah Wilson all on the wall off top and boy sticking this wall over their feet and ain't nothing to it. Last 50 reps here. Halfway through, now Luke Burns with 3 reps remaining.
Looks like Luke Burns is going to be the second one done with his muscle up. He's got a hand up, 3 reps to go for him.
Wilson still hanging on.
Wilson yet to drop the ball. 8 minutes gone, 7 minutes to go. Burns is going to come there, but 25 reps behind Wilson. You're not catching that guy, so Burns is just going to be in the battle here to make sure no one else catches him. So it's Wilson and clearly ahead of Burns, who's clearly ahead of the rest of the field. Hand goes up for Bailey, Beaker, Finley, and Erin Sabia at the same time. For the battle for 3rd in the heat is where the drama is going to come into play. They have 50 wall balls and 50 feet on that rec bag still remain. Wilson still hasn't dropped it. Kidding me. 5 reps to go. Are you kidding? We said it in the first heat of women that Elite Fitness would do 50 unbroken here. And Noah Wilson showing us what that means.
Wilson means misses.
50 feet to go. Leader after day 1. First place on the run in runaway fashion. 6th place on the lift. Took a bit of a calculated risk going to 330 on that complex. Didn't quite get it. And came out swinging today. 15-minute time cap. Noah Wilson's not even gonna need 10. One more lunge. Noah Wilson, in front of his friends and family, will win the heat in convincing fashion. Ethan Sheeb back there on the rings, falling behind the pack on the second set of muscle-ups. Looked great on the first set. These last few reps, everything's coming down on him though. Luke Burns in the meantime, 50 wall balls done. He's got a Connor Duddy shirt on. Luke Burns. Clearly ahead of the rest of the field here. We're just past the 10:30 mark. No times from previous heats are going to threaten Burns. So Wilson, walk-off win. Burns in line for a walk-off second place finish. No hands up for anyone else on the wall balls. We'll walk Burns in here and then zoom in on that race for third in the heat. Third, potentially overall in the division. It's going to be pretty dramatic. Last step for Luke Burns. 11:09 for Burns. Beaker looks like he's taking the lead amongst these men here. We didn't see the interview with Josh Beaker yesterday. He's dedicated his performance this weekend to the Boone family from his church back home. He's got his wife and kids in the stands, friends and family as well. Finley with 2 reps to go. Aaron Sevilla 3 reps to go, but neither one of those guys is going to be catching Beaker. Staring his family down. Josh Beaker will take third in the heat and keep himself in that podium hunt. Aaron Sabia struggling with the rec bag, which means Sean Finley is all alone here. We got Finley, Bailey, and Aaron Sabia lunging. Bailey's gonna get it done first. Excuse me. Finley gets it done first. Bailey in the background there in lane 1. Aaron Sabia closing in on him.
One more for Bailey, and Bailey will get across. Just under 2
Bailey finished this under the 13-minute mark. Aaron Sabia, final step. And there's his family. They'll get in. Just over 13 minutes. We got Farrow, Sheeb, Colgan, and Smith from left to right by Matthias Farrow. Farrow, who tied for first with Sheeb on the lifting complex yesterday at 3:25. They're neck and neck here. Ethan Sheeb really hit a wall in that second set of muscle-ups, obliterated the second set of wall balls, and he's got Farrow in his sights now. Farrow can't afford a mistake, and Sheeb's really got to find some meters here, which may be difficult to do. Matthias Farrow, Ethan Sheeb, and now Briley Smith. Last step for Farrow, 14:09 unofficial. Some other times will factor in, but the crowd loves it either way. Young, strong man Ethan Sheeb will get in about 14:17. Briley Smith, a couple more steps for him. Smith is in, and the local Sean Colgan 25 seconds, about 30 feet. 20 seconds for Colgan. You know he wants to finish this one. Can we get the whole heat in?
10 seconds.
One more step for Colgan.
Seconds to spare.
And with 3 seconds to share, Sean Colgan, in front of the hometown fans, gets it done. Noah Wilson, Luke Burns, Josh Beeker, Sean Finley, 1, 2, 3, 4 in that order.
3 events down, 2 event wins for him.
Sean, little interview. You can just hold this kind of close to the chin. You ready? That was a pretty tough workout.
Yeah, I think I went out a little bit too big on the first set of rings, which kind of came back and bit me in the ass, but it was fun. Yeah, so I haven't done a workout with that many ring muscle ups in it, so it was fun.
If anyone's watching that doesn't know who Sean Finley is, where have you come from? What have you done prior to this?
I was at Syndicate 3 weeks ago, my first semi, which was a lot of fun. I've been wanting to get to semi like that for a long time, so it's a lot of fun to be there. I'm outside of Philadelphia. Yeah.
I don't know if you watched the lifting back last night, but I was pretty impressed with your frame and the push stroke that you put up that much weight.
Thanks.
Is that something you've been working a lot on?
Yeah, I think it was about a year ago I said I'm never doing a split jerk again. It doesn't feel natural, so I decided to just do push jerks. They've been feeling pretty good. I put a hole in the floor. That was the highlight of the day yesterday.
Did you really? Oh, damn.
Yeah, Gene's been helping me with my bar slam. But I was really pumped about that, yeah, so really happy with how that went.
And pretty solid here. I think maybe 4th or 5th overall, maybe one time snuck in, but you feel good about the stuff in the gym?
Yeah, I feel good. Working a lot on gymnastics and kind of like the finishing speed and workouts, so didn't really feel like I had it there, but I'm excited for the next one. It's kind of like a sprint style, so I'm excited for that, yeah.
All right, well, I've been impressed so far. Great to meet you, Sean. Good stuff, brother. See you for the next one. Sean Finley, fresh off his first semifinal at Syndicate. And speaking of, I just saw Wilson Packard here, another local in the area, hanging around watching some of the athletes. I'm sure he's got some here as well. Noah Wilson and Hannah Black came in with the lead, and they won the first workout of the day to extend that overall lead. We're going to reset the floor, and the elite women will be coming up next with workout number 4 here at Metcon Rush 2025.